Everybody is a genius. But if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will live its whole life believing it is stupid. The teacher believes he is being fair by asking all the animals to complete the same task. However, in reality, this is not fair, as each animal has their own unique set of characteristics that would make it easier or harder to climb the tree. Reflecting on this quote, have you ever found yourself in a situation like this? When we apply this same concept to our students, it is important to understand that each student that walks through the doors of our classroom are unique from one another. This can be categorized into race, gender, sexuality, age, and socioeconomic status, all of which may affect our standing in society. There are agents of socialization that influence our beliefs, our perceptions on life, our personality. Throughout our lives, some of these factors may intentionally try to push onto us a preconceived set of ideas and perspectives, which could inevitably define what we ourselves consider to be right or wrong. Meanings can change over time. Meanings can change based on where you are. These norms are not normal and can be quite dangerous to our students who are growing up. Social norms can lead to social injustice in schools, as there are individuals that may have to go against what they believe in order to fit in with what society deems to be correct. It is our responsibility to uphold social justice by promoting empathy and equality, as well as maintaining a positive attitude towards creating an inclusive, caring environment that embraces and respects differences. And I'm not the only one that thinks like that. Educational philosopher Noah Noddings was someone who embodied the true definition of the word care in every sense. Noddings' educational philosophy emphasizes the importance of caring relationships from a teacher-student perspective. She believed that by incorporating themes of caring into subjects that are of interest to the students' passions, that they would be more likely to develop into adults capable of caring for themselves and the world around them. She also suggests that if all students were to continue learning the traditional way under the same curriculum, that this would be incompatible with an education based around caring. Her dream was to see all students collaborating with one another, actively discussing topics of interest to them. And in the same sense, to see teachers show more genuine care and encourage students to pursue what interests them, which is something that I want to incorporate into my own philosophy of teaching. In accordance with the Code of Ethics, Noddings' educational philosophy aligns with all 6 values that help guide our behaviour and conduct. These 6 values are integrity, dignity, responsibility, respect, justice, and care. John Dewey, another educational philosopher, was similar to Noddings in various ways. He too rejected the traditional methods of teaching as he believed they were impractical, and that school itself should be a place where social reform could and should occur. Dewey believes that learning should be a social and interactive process, that education would be the most effective when learning about relevant information that students can relate to, and then putting that knowledge into action, hence his experiential learning philosophy. His ideas have gone on to influence other experiential models such as problem-based learning, an approach that asks questions of the students to stimulate deep thinking. Aspects of his philosophy appears evident throughout the APST, in particular Standard 1, Know Students and How They Learn, Standard 3, Plan and Implement Effective Teaching and Learning, and Standard 4, Create and Maintain Safe and Supportive Learning Environment. One emphasizes the importance of caring, while the other emphasizes the importance of hands-on learning, both of which I resonate with quite deeply as I look to integrate that into my own educational philosophy. I want my students being excited to come to school and know that the teacher waiting for them at the door is one that genuinely cares for them as a person. I want them to feel like coming to school is a luxury, where they get to experience practical learning and gain knowledge that will help them in the real world. I believe this would only be possible through creating an inclusive classroom. Research has shown that by introducing sign language such as Auslan into the classroom has a positive correlation to better cognitive and social development. This will provide another form of speech to those students who are shy or hard of hearing and build new generations of students who can utilize sign language. We can also strive to improve inclusion by developing individualized education plans for those students who experience difficulties in their learning, as well as for our gifted students who need more support to fulfill their potential, because as John Dewey mentioned, all students learn differently. The illustration at the beginning showcases just how unfair the current education model is. This is why, by implementing these values, it will become my responsibility as a teacher to celebrate and embrace the differences to ensure an inclusive classroom. We all have our own special powers, so be yourself and grow at your own pace. Thank you.